sometimes shared like overheard stupid stuff that he said, and then she said her favourite was when this woman came in because her boyfriend had found a weird lump. And we're suspicious.
Okay.
Lump, and it was her clitoris.
Wait, what?
Jesus. She was like, "You're fine. Dump that boyfriend."
But did she not check? Like,
or in fact, no.
I would like, yeah, that's the worrying part, that she didn't even know that that was her clitoris either. And like, she probably said to the doctor, "It feels really funny when someone touches it." Idiot. Oh, it's worrying. Oh, hello and welcome to, I suppose we're recording on our anniversary, but it's not like an anniversary episode, but because we're going to do that later. We haven't had time to do that. But yeah, to our anniversary, not anniversary episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives though podcast.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. We're back where it all began. Me and you.
Yeah.
We're not in a room together though, but that will come.
I don't know what first year anniversary. What do you get? Is it paper?
I think it's paper, yeah.
I'll write you a novel. Write you some love poetry.
A novel. I love it.
I think that should be our challenge. I think we should write a poem for each other.
Oh God. And then read it out when we do the anniversary, yeah. Oh, I'm actually half into that idea.
Yeah, I know you are, because the competitiveness in you will now do it, and it'll be witty, and I'll have a really shit limerick.
No, I won't. It won't be witty. My wordsmith days are long gone. Yeah, they're not quite there. But so we only have 2 episodes because there should be fucking Super Bowl.
I know.
Which we're not the same demographic. I don't really understand why.
Yeah, why they would think.
Yeah.
Is it not just because all televisions in America must be on the Super Bowl when the Super Bowl is happening?
Yeah, maybe, and then they might get fined or something.
I don't know who won. I mean, to be fair, I don't know both teams. I know there was the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. And considering it was in my house all day on Sunday.
I think the other ones were the Eagles, and I think they were green.
Yeah, see, no, I don't think, I have no idea.
I remember it looked Christmassy.
Okay. Fair enough.
I liked Clara Delevingne's t-shirt. Have you seen that?
Yeah, Super Bowl's interrupting the Rihanna concert or something.
Yeah, football interrupting the Rihanna concert. Weird.
Absolutely. But people only went to watch Rihanna.
Yeah. People just watch it at home for the adverts, don't they?
Oh, so many adverts.
Benefit,
so many
getting
adverts.
Donuts. Oh my God, have you seen her tattoo?
I didn't know JLo had tattoos.
She's just got one. I took a screenshot of it. It's so terrible. I'm not going to be able to show you.
Where is it?
It's on her rib.
On her rib, okay.
Yeah, I'm messaging you it because I've got a blurry filter on my screen. I can't.
You can't really hide a rib tattoo, can you?
Oh, it's not letting me. My phone is being.
Oh, okay.
Bit cute.
Yeah, here we go. Oh.
It's basic, right?
Yeah, I feel like someone could have done a better, it could have been done better.
Yes. GCSE student. I just feel like every drunk bitch in Malaga has that tattoo.
Oh, wow.
I'm upset.
Yeah, I feel like you could have done better than that. Yeah.
And the fact that it's it's on JLo.
I know, it just ruins the aesthetic.
I know, what a canvas to fuck up.
Yeah.
I think he's got one as well.
Oh Lord. Yeah, but he's covered in tattoos. He's got loads of terrible tattoos. I think that's
it's fine.
Yeah, it's normal. Oh right. Lord.
Anyway, so New Jersey.
Yes.
It's a while back, and it cast your mind back. Sorry, we couldn't record at the weekend. I was busy.
It's the New Girls stole it for me again.
The New Girls are great. I'm loving the New Girls.
So it starts with them still at Mark's house after the photo shoot, and Jen and them have had that argument, and it's very clear that Jen and Dolores have this major beef that no one really seems to understand where it's come from.
I don't understand. What are they upset about?
One of them or both of them haven't been good friends to the other ones.
By how?
But no one can tell me, no one can pinpoint a moment when it happened. Everyone
so Dolores
can tell
called
me
Jen a cunt, didn't she? At the
at
reunion,
the reunion
but
because she
why?
did. I can't remember.
No, I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree. I feel like I believe her and I agree with her, but I'm not sure of the actual specifics.
Yeah, I don't know if like Jennifer ever really displays behavior enough to be called a cunt. Well, actually, no. Okay, forget that. She does do some dumb shit. Well,
She's so
apparently now,
annoying.
apparently now she smokes weed all the time, according to Marge. So
Yeah.
I just, Marge throwing out her like jabs and not
The Marge
expecting
barbs.
repercussion. Yeah, and not expecting repercussions just blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. She should watch the tape back. There's no reason that this wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, so we do that.
We see then we go to, right, I'm still slightly struggling with the names. Danielle's house. And we see her kid talking about how they want to be a man with a British accent.
Yeah. And then she's like, talk British. Mother, fuck.
Mother, fucker. No.
Okay. That was hilarious. I fully appreciate that.
I mean, that is how we speak.
He fully understands. He embodies the British culture. And he is welcome anytime.
Yeah, we'll give him a visa.
Yeah, absolutely. I will sponsor his adoption. I'll do whatever it takes.
In fact, the kids were on fire because it was that, and then there's Jen's kid. And she tells her to go out on her bike. And where's my beautiful nose, which is actually natural?
Oh, just Olivia. Like, what'd you say to that as a parent?
Not a damn thing.
You just have
You've
to be
been
like, yeah, fair. Like,
okay, you don't have to get on your bike.
Fair enough. Well, she couldn't go out anyway because it was raining.
Exactly, it was raining.
It was really bad. And then Danielle still came out to support.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them have really slippery, because they're really into all the outside, aren't they? And all the paving. And I do think, God, I bet they're death traps in the rain.
Yeah, and then when they come into their marble floors.
Yeah. No wonder they got broken toes.
Yeah, just honestly, it's not chiffon pants.
Exactly. If you can't be with chiffon trousers, you can't have slabs of marble on the floor.
I mean, this is facts.
Why walking around with bath mats?
People don't listen to us. They should be. Jennifer Aiden would save herself a lot of bother if she just listens to our advice. But then so Danielle has like a proper orgasm over Jen's house.
Yes,
that was so
great.
Cute.
It's so Jersey. I love it.
And my favorite part, I think there's two, actually. I have two favorite parts of the entire episode. But when Danielle says, I don't want anyone coming into my house and calling it cute. And I'm terrified that my kids are going to be asking me for a house this big next. And she was going, that confessional moment was everything. Oh, the thing is, people you think of
are like so Jersey go to Jen's house and go, oh, it's a bit much. And Danielle's like, I love it. More is more.
But she's Staten Island. She's not Jersey.
I love it. This is the place to be.
Yeah, I fully enjoy it. And then
and she says, when she's like talking, then they start bitching. And she says, you have a weird dynamic with these broads.
I love the term broad. Apparently it's offensive.
No.
Like, I want to be an old broad.
Perfectly happy to be a broad.
I am 100% aspiring to be an old broad. Like, that's my life goal. Oh, I feel like I'm setting my standards too low.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I agree. These people.
Yeah, I like the term broad. Maybe I haven't been shouting at it while like being flung out of somewhere, so I bet Luann's got opinions on it.
Yeah, we'll have some context to it and then see how we get on. But then they phone Teresa at their lunch.
Yeah.
Jen's house. So this is Danielle and Jen, and Teresa alludes to, so when I said a couple of episodes ago when Jersey started, I said about the new friend of Jennifer was the one that Marg fell out with. Now, I'm not 100% sure if she hasn't fallen out with her. I can't confirm or deny that. But the girl I was thinking of is the girl that's come up now in this episode.
Laura,
the friend who's spilling all the tea. Now, that's the girl that when I was talking about the beef, that's the beef I was talking about.
That's the beef.
Yeah, whether or not Margaret has fallen out with Jen later because she's getting too close to Teresa, probably has happened. But that specific, when I was talking about that, I got Jennifer confused with this Laura chick.
Cool.
So
Laura's come to play, hasn't she? She's going to be involved.
This is the rumor about Melissa cheating on Joe, right?
I think it's is Laura not the one who's I don't know. No,
because Margaret
what's she going to say about Marge?
Well, because Marge knows all of this stuff. So apparently she goes around digging for information from other people.
Right. And Laura's going to say
and Laura's going to be the one that she's going to be like, well, you know how this came out? And then she's going to be like, well, that was Mark. Or like, I don't know what.
I see. Exactly. She's going to launch that Margaret was looking into Melissa cheating.
But yeah, so apparently, yeah, this is how this whole Melissa and Joe cheating rumors start that causes beef between them and I don't know.
Where are you at on the Teresa, Melissa, Joe scale? I feel like we might need this rating every week. I've really swung to Teresa.
Like I said before, I'm not an either team.
But
for me, I think Teresa genuinely doesn't know what she's doing, because I just don't think that there's that much thought process behind anything that she does. I don't think she thinks her actions through, and I don't think she thinks about the consequences afterwards. And because she can play like the dumb bitch card, and I think she plays it very well. Whereas I think everything that the Gorgas do is completely calculated.
But everything they do is entirely organised around her.
That's the thing. They're trying so hard to cling on to the show,
but there's no storyline.
Absolutely no storyline.
It's just her and the wedding and the seating chart and the this and.
But I think Teresa. Yeah, I back Teresa 100%. I don't even think. I'm sure that they've done. So
tell me this though. So who is bad? Because sometimes I think Joe is a real prick too, but. If you've fallen, imagine Mike's fallen out with his sister and she's getting married. You've fallen out with Mike's sister and she's getting married.
I would never even expect to be a bridesmaid regardless.
No, but would you let him not go?
No.
I was trying to imagine this scenario in my head, and I think I would be like, if I couldn't stand to be civil at a wedding of my other half's family, I'd be like, you have to go.
Yeah. No, I know. I agree 100%. I don't ever think that.
You have to go and I'll pretend to have COVID. Like, we're only going to be able to use this for so long.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I might use that for the next thing I want to get out of.
I think we've only got another 6 months tops that we can get out of it.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
I need to. How many times in 6 months can you have COVID realistically?
I think 2.
Okay. I'm on it.
You might have a really long bout though.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, no, I think the Gorgas are desperate for a storyline. I think if they just open themselves up a little bit and we saw a part of their life, I would be interested in watching it.
Yeah, but
I don't think there's anything
over it.
No, and I also think it's because everything that they do, like we've said before, it's a house of cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they open up the doors too much,
we'll see all the illegal shit.
Stuff. I mean, look. When they're packing for a trip and their room decor is Louis Vuitton boxes, if you have that much money where you have all designer stuff, you have nice houses, having a Louis Vuitton box on your nightstand, come on.
It's a little on the nose.
It's just like, is that because it's the only 3 things that you've bought that are real? That you're super proud of it? Is that what that is?
It's just buying boxes.
But it's not even Hermes. I would understand like an Hermes box, because that's like a flex, right? Because you can't get anything out of Hermes for less than what, £1,000, right?
Yeah,
anything.
No, there's nothing less than 4 figures.
So that's a flex.
Yeah.
But Louis Vuitton, you could pick up a Louis Vuitton purse for £100.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
That irritated me, if you had noticed. Anyway.
No, I agree.
Like, it really pissed me off. I don't know why. And like, it irritated me.
It's just tacky.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But you don't see any of
tacky
Teresa's
pretending
stuff.
to be classy.
Yeah.
Like, Jennifer Aiden, to her credit, is tacky being tacky. Like, she's not pretending she's not tacky. And like you say, the other people aren't then like being like, look, here's my literal receipt.
Yeah.
And the Gorgas are like tacky, pretending not to be tacky.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so
we go and check in with Rachel.
And she's
more
got
introduction to her family.
A 15-year-old son.
Yeah.
But it's her stepson.
Yeah, but her husband doesn't seem much older than her.
No, so her husband had that baby young too.
Yeah.
Which, hats off.
Yeah.
When you've had a baby at 15 or 16, 17.
Yeah.
And you're still a very present person in their life. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming they didn't last long after she found out she was pregnant. Whoever the mother of this kid is. Do you know what I mean? Like, just...
I don't know, he seems to... Yeah, because Rachel seems to have been on the scene from pretty early on.
Yeah.
Not like she came in when he was 10, is it?
No.
And then they got 2 kids and they are little.
Oh, I know. The baby...
Sorry, did you hear that? That was my stomach making a big loud noise.
Pleasant. It was the baby with the bow. I loved it so much. The baby still has that scrunch, you know, and they get picked up and they're like tuck in everywhere.
Yeah.
And then it's like this massive bow that's just like weighing her head down. I loved it.
I like the older one's priorities of like words I can say. I think it's good to have cheese early on. I think that is a real good staple age.
What do you want, baby? Cheese. I mean, I'll roll with that kid.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Absolutely.
Is she a Gia?
One of them is a Gia, but it's not Gia. It's like Gia something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can think of Giovanni, but I'm sure there's a female version.
Giovanna?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's not that simple. I'm sure it's like Gia Valentina or something. Like, just
I feel
really
like
proper Jersey name.
I felt like her husband, like the way he looks, made even less sense. Like when you look at the kid and then you look at the earlier photos of him, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't, yeah, I don't know.
I think a lot of it is the hairline.
The hairline is very
drawn on with a pen.
Very drawn on. Well, we've seen they can do that in the barbers.
Don't do that. Don't draw it on. That's not good.
It's not, but they don't need to be so dark though, do they? They've both got very, very dark black
hair.
They
both do have very
look,
yeah, it is.
Like, but I mean, they seem to be doing really well for themselves.
Yeah,
they
seem nice. It seems lovely. Yeah,
I quite like it. I really like them.
Yeah.
I think they're very cute.
I like her I think they're going to be a nice little tag team if they can keep it, of Danielle being the more sort of forthcoming and Rachel being the slightly more like underneath tone, the kind of like sit back and reflect in the confessional. They're like that. I think that'll be good.
Yeah. I also want her to drop some truth bombs as well, because like I said before, I reckon she's got a sharp tongue.
Yeah.
And I think
she's probably easily like not appreciated. What's the word? Estimated.
And 100%. 100%.
Because she's
like Marge is going to think that she can just say what she wants to her, and she's going to be like, oh wait, hold on, and she's going to get Marge all the way together. Yeah. And I'm excited about that prospect.
Yeah.
And then what happens? So we go
back to Marge's house.
Oh yeah, and they're having some weird sex
party. What are they
party.
having? I don't know why what is it for?
I don't know. So they're all hanging out, but they're not all there.
Yeah, I like it because Joe says, which one of your little girly friends are coming round? That really sat with me. Because I thought, I wonder what he wanted to say. And his brain went, oh, don't say that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Dolores sort of like complimented the sofa.
Okay.
There's a lot of like good florals happening. I was like, oh
she
yeah.
blended right in.
Punchy, acidy floral. I'm there for it.
Yeah, and then so what was the questions that they had to answer? So who was there? It was
Jackie,
Melissa,
the new
Dolores, the new Jen, and that was it, right?
And Marge, yeah.
Yeah. So what sex act makes you feel guilty? Was that it?
Yeah.
And licking balls. What's the answer? And
I
then
just
Jen
think-
said, I'm Jewish. Everything makes me feel
Everything
guilty.
makes me feel guilty. That's very good.
But licking balls, I
I
mean,
worry about Melissa and Joe's. Like, I just think because he's like one of those like little horny dogs, so he's just like hum 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 hum. So I don't think there's any kind of like there's only one action that happens in their sex life.
she's
Isn't
been taken and dragged by her hair and hit over the head with a stick
there? Yeah,
and fucked for the past 20 something years. She's never actually had an enjoyable sexual relationship
Yeah.
with her husband. 100%.
and it's just like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine there's really any foreplay ever.
no. Well,
So she's
I
just
reckon
gone,
he shoves
"Oh."
her head on his dick, but I don't think there's any foreplay in that. Like,
Not sure with her lips you'd notice.
and his penis is probably tiny, so
Yeah,
he reckons it's not. But I mean, law of
because
averages.
he's so
when you're high.
tiny. He's got those tiny hands.
That's what, like, yeah, no.
No.
Sorry, Joe Gorga.
But Marge gets embarrassed about giving head in a car because of truck drivers.
Yeah.
All the people I don't care who judges me. Truck drivers. Interesting.
I mean, if you said like a magistrate or like a barrister
or the police driving past or a school
Pope.
bus.
like I don't know, like the truck driver. I suppose the truck drivers are like
It's
it's a bit it's a bit seedy though, isn't it? A truck driver watching you.
Yeah, I'd just be so scared I was going to crash.
Yeah.
Like not that there would be a crash. I'd just be like, what
Yeah.
a way to die.
Well,
Just couldn't.
do you
Like,
reckon you would lockjaw and be stuck there?
no, I think you'd snap.
Oh,
There's no coming back. That's but
yeah.
then
So
maybe
if you
that's the
survive the car,
thrill.
if you survive
People
the
don't
car
drive
crash,
fast
it's
in America, do they?
fast-ish, but no, not like here. There isn't like such a sporadic range of miles per hour limits. No.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what else was in their questions. I feel like Marge, this game fell a bit flat, did it? I can't remember any of Dolores's answers.
No, I don't think there was anything worth talking about. So what happens after that? They go
to Paul's house.
His house is a lot of glass.
Oh, it's
Who's
bad,
cleaning
isn't
that?
It did look clean.
It's very clean. Like,
I imagine
was
Dolores
impressed.
is cleaning it.
Well, yeah, maybe. Their lunch looked amazing. The sushi
Their
and the
lunch
steak,
did look nice, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, but the house is awful.
I quite liked the house, not the contents of the house.
Outside of the house.
Yeah,
the
like
structure of the
house.
house.
Yeah,
fine.
it looked like it was a nice, modern, kind of
Yeah.
well-built, not like the ticky houses that they all seem to live in. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit,
fine.
but yeah, the contents was like Essex and Jersey had a baby.
It was like
And
if
Hollyoaks.
I was gonna say it's like a set, isn't it? And some like if in the first look at that set, like if that was a TV show, and the first look of it, someone would say it's too on. It like so we have to take it back a bit. It's too much.
Right.
You're really overselling it. Because it's also clean and so new as well. Like nothing looks like he actually lives there.
Yeah.
But it's right on that.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But their conversation was lovely.
They seem really well suited.
They seem happy. I really want to believe it.
And I can see why Frank has an issue.
Well, Frank is uncomfortable. That's what they said.
Because it's like it's clear that they have like a proper little bond. Like I think even before with David, he knew that wasn't really going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so he was okay with it, but poor Frankie.
Yeah, but then he's like, I'll be there for you. And she's so like, because I think the Frank we see now is so much more emotionally involved than the Frank who was married to Dolores, wasn't he?
Oh God, I can't even begin to imagine. Like
So she has like never had someone say all that stuff to her, like, I'll look after you and I'll be there and like, I'm not a prick.
Yeah.
And it, like, you can tell it just absolutely melts her.
I really hope he's not a dickhead.
I know, me too. I had a theory that he's not even Irish, that he's just like a con man.
Oh no.
I don't think I believe that. I think I've seen too much of their Instagram stories of being on holiday in Ireland and people seeming to know him.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, that would make my heart break.
I didn't know, and I haven't looked up what 75 degrees is in terms of temperature. because she was saying it's too hot in his house.
Yeah.
Americans tell us we have Celsius over here.
75 degrees feels like that's not like a 20 degrees Celsius. No. Because if it's like 105 degrees Fahrenheit or 103, it's like when we get like 40-degree weather.
What?
So 75, if you do that quick.
I've Googled it, it's 24
degrees in the house.
In the house. He ain't burning money.
What the hell? But I suppose when it's 800 degrees outside, 24 is cool.
Yeah, but still, no. You just don't need the heat on that much. Because it's not like it's the middle of winter, is it?
No, it looked like summer.
Yeah.
I was going to say Dolores wasn't wearing any much clothes, but Dolores never wears much clothes.
Doesn't really indicate anything.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So that's, I think, but then I like that that's like the worst of their problems, it would appear. Yeah. They can't agree on where to have the thermostat.
I know, but if someone wanted it in a house at 24 degrees when I'm in it, that's going to be a problem.
I think it might just be a ploy for her to be naked, though.
Smart man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Put it through.
Yeah. And then we go to the mozzarella party.
Oh my God.
It took me back to my youth when I was in Tuscany as a child, making mozzarella on the side of a mountain. Wow. Great times.
Yeah, that's a nice little memory.
Great times.
I don't think I've ever made mozzarella.
Oh gosh, there's nothing like it. I fully understood the whole.
The more they said it, the less it made any sort of sense to me. And I appreciate that it's an Italian word and they're saying it and they're Italian. But I loved it. I loved how we extrapolated that noise.
Oh, and then as soon as they walk in, the first thing they do is call our house cute.
She calls it cute, which
it is cute though.
It's nice. And her house, it's like, and it's not like Dolores has a massive house.
No.
I mean, it's a big house.
Huge houses.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jen does. Jen's is fucking absurd, isn't it?
But that's just.
And Teresa's is enormous.
Yeah, but they've all got 800 kids. They need bigger space.
House is still a decent house. I mean, it has a pool.
Yeah, but they all have pools. But
yeah, okay.
It does. I mean, if you can afford to run a pool, you're not poor.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, that's how I kind of gauge the situation. Like, but yeah, they make the cheese. And
oh my God, I mean, they don't just make the cheese, do they?
They make love to the cheese.
Yeah, and they're all like, I like how they all committed. Like sometimes you just have to go there, like, this is the event, we're going to pretend this is sexy. Why not? Because actually, I don't think cheese is sexy.
Oh.
Like, I think there's loads of good qualities about cheese, but I'm not sure it's sexy.
I mean, good cheese smells bad. Well, except for mozzarella.
Like, you get this sexy gone off milk.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know.
Weird concept.
And
I like it that she's like, who can fight when you're touching cheese?
And then 20 seconds later,
yeah.
Oh my days, it went left real quick. Everything
goes left.
And Jen knew Jen was rage eating.
Oh my God.
The entire time. You know, taking like aggressive bites out of stuff. That was my favorite part of that whole moment.
Yeah, she's great. I loved that. That, and I loved amen to the Jews. Like, sorry, what happened? I love their cultural diversity. They're like, I have no idea what that means. I've sort of heard of Jewish people. I don't know what it is.
But yeah.
So, and that kicks off because they're talking about Nicola. Is it Nicola? No. Who the fuck is
Laura.
it? Laura. Just made up a whole new person.
I don't know. It's Nicola Nicole from OC, who we never saw again.
Yeah.
She her twin.
It's about Laura. So that it comes out that Jen has been talking.
Jen and Teresa.
I've been talking to Laura.
Yeah. And Marge is questioning whether or not the makeup between her and Teresa was real when she's still going around snooping, which I think is a valid point.
I think you need to know the timeline, though, don't you?
You
There's
also need to know the
deniability.
timeline, but you also need to understand that Teresa probably didn't even at one point put it together that she just made up with you the day before while she's scheming behind. Like, that connection wasn't
the left
there
and
for
the
her.
right side of those brains don't.
She was going to do it regardless. If you, she would have probably walked in with you on her arm.
Yeah,
and probably wouldn't even thought anything of it.
And then Dolores is like, I'm being involved. I'm being involved in this row. Let's all have a row.
And then she jumps up from the pool like she was going to do something to Jen. That was like, oh God. Ooh. But just Marge, the way Marge was speaking to Jennifer was being completely delusional. Like Aiden was being completely delusional about how she was responding to Marge. Marge was like, but can you understand why I'm upset? And Jennifer was she was just like, basically, I understand, but I don't care. So I'm going to keep saying the wrong thing. And then just Marge was just being so. Yeah, Marge she takes it below the belt every time. Like, she doesn't have to do like the marijuana paranoia and the comparisons to her drinking, and like she doesn't need to do. That doesn't attack people's character that way.
You could leave her going, like, "Am I not self-reflective?" or whatever the fuck she was saying, and she was showing herself to be an arse. Like, you don't need to hammer it home. Like, look, she's dumb enough.
No. Yeah, exactly. I just feel like it was unfair. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it, but I just think it's like unnecessary.
I think it's really funny though. We keep seeing, because Marge is Jen is so critical of Marge and Joe and how Marge like speaks to her husband, and yet she like talks to Bill, like he's to pretend to be this like pious little wife. She like goes at him.
She does, yeah.
So that's hypocritical. Not that I don't think she should go in, but like, that's not. She's like, oh, you don't respect your husband. You talk down to him, and she does exactly the same shit.
And your husband doesn't respect you either.
Yeah,
like it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and poor Danielle's just like, just trying to have a nice day. And it must be so crazy if like you're brought into this cast and there's going to be like fights and stuff, but you presumably think, oh, but at my house the first time
it's going to be polite, but then they
it'd be like
the show.
All right, a bit,
but then they haven't watched the show. If that's the case, like I fully know if I ever joined the Housewife franchise, the first 10 minutes of my job is going to be conflict.
Yeah, probs.
You fully know that, but also shots were fired when she didn't invite Jackie.
She didn't invite Jackie. Oh,
shots fired. Jackie's coming for her now.
She is, but I bet she'll lose.
Well, she's always going to lose because she's only a friend of.
But also, Jackie's so insecure.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Danielle seems to have quite a good grasp on who she is.
Yeah. See, Jackie can say whatever she wants to Danielle, and I don't think it will phase her. But yeah,
I think she can tell her who she is, and she'll go,
yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm all right with that.
So I don't know. We're going to see this the estranged brother chat, right?
That's for the next episode, yeah.
Next episode, yeah. Her dad
looks like Jackie's dad, but younger with
dad
beard.
Looks like all of those dads. He looks like they were like, just ring the extras from The Sopranos and see what they're doing now.
Oh, that's not okay.
Just find an Italian man who was sat out in the sun for 20 years too long. Just get any of them.
That's not right. Oh, but it's so true. And the dark hair. Why the dark hair? It's such a sharp shade of black.
It's so, yeah.
No one's hair's that colour.
Well, I don't know, because those men look like that in their 20s. So is it, I don't think it's a colour thing so much as a consistency thing. I think you've lost the original consistency.
Right, okay. Yeah, it's still
I mean, it's bad. That, I think, that and a combination of being too tanned for too long. It's like a real look.
Oh, it's a strong look. It's a strong look. Okay, anything else on Jess?
Teresa's wedding invitations.
When we find out this is when Ramona leaks the stuff, that feels like that was so long ago.
Like 100 years ago. This is the thing that I can't deal with. The things that we saw in real time and then having to relive them now. I can't. It's like parallel. It has to be parallel universes for me. I can't handle the time.
Oh, okay.
But
Right.
yes, it's that Ramona just shows the entire invitation. But then what do they do? Because they get new invitations. Do they book a new date?
They changed the date or they changed the
Changed
venue.
the
I can't
venue?
remember which one they did. Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you think about that wedding invitation.
It was everything.
It's a lot.
I know, but that's how like rich people do wedding invitations nowadays.
On perspex.
I know. Handwritten too, I would assume.
Like calligraphized.
150 times.
200 times.
200 times.
And well, 400, I suppose. They just send you a little bit to stick over
Look at
it.
you with your quick maths.
Yeah, I love that Danielle like reused the arrangement.
Oh, we should put it on the table.
Perfect. Love that. I would do that.
Do you know the best part is Ramona didn't even go to the wedding?
No. Well, maybe she wasn't invited for the second one. I think that's the other thing, isn't it? Like, if 200 people are going to a wedding, you can definitely blend into the background if you're not getting on with your family. Like, there's 200 people there, you'll be fine.
Yeah, and that 90% of the people in the room.
Yeah, but even if you don't, like, all you have to do is not talk to the 2 people you're having a row with. There's still 197 other people.
You're not wrong, my friend. You are not wrong.
Yeah, I think that is, yeah. Plus, how could you not go? I would just be so intrigued.
Yeah.
I don't know what in the world would be happening that would make me not go to Teresa's wedding.
Oh, yeah, I can't even think of anything. There's nothing. I'll be there.
I'd be like pulling myself out from surgery, like, come on.
Yeah. I would move heaven and earth to go to
If I
Teresa's
was
wedding.
invited, I'd be like, I'm coming.
Yeah, like I will sell my house to pay for
I
it
need
if
to
I had
see
to.
all of the things. If this is the invitation.
But then she was talking about all the things, wasn't she? She was like, Cirque, what did she call it? Cirque du Soleil or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was hilarious.
I keep having a flashback of last week when she was like, I'm calm as a cucumber.
No, raw as a cucumber.
Raw as a cucumber.
I mean, she's not wrong. Cucumbers are raw.
Yeah, it's not really what they're known for. Like, you can say a thing and it not be a saying.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Anything else?
I don't think there's anything else.
But let's end on a raw cucumber note.
Raw as a cucumber.
All right, so Miami. So I got 2 episodes of Miami in one go.
Okay. Oh God, yeah, because you didn't see last week.
A whole week before I got to see the episode of Miami.
Oh my God, that's insane.
It's bonkers. So I ended up watching 2 at the same time. So
okay, cool. Let's talk about both then. They're gonna blur.
I can't remember what happened in the order.
No,
they're in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
We kind of spoke about it on the last.
We did, because we spoke about how they did yoga with flamingos. What do you think about that?
So I'm not really loving how a flamingo looks up close.
Yeah, they look way spiky up close, don't they?
And very scary. Like, that bird will snatch your eye out without even thinking about it. Like, I'm not here for it.
Yeah.
But also, how awesome would it be to do yoga with flamingos?
Well, I think it's like a real take on, isn't it? Because there was that flamingo with goats. Fuck off.
I think that's the name of the episode. Flamingos with goats. There we have it, everyone.
It was yoga with goats. You know what I was trying to say.
I would do yoga with goats too.
I think I'm more likely to do yoga with flamingos than goats.
I think I'd do both.
I think goats they're going to be, I don't know, they're more jumpy on you.
They are, but I quite like having my back walked on.
Yeah, I
think,
suppose that's true.
I feel like it might be a nice thing to do. Can we do it here? Should we go do it?
I'm sure we can go flamingo. We can find flamingos.
No,
We can find goats. Yeah, there's loads of goats.
You should just go lay in the field, right?
Yeah. I bet you can do it. I bet you can do it somewhere really scary that there shouldn't be goats. I bet you can do it in like
Canary Wharf.
Yeah. You were like, where have these goats? These goats have come on a tube.
On a boat on the Thames.
I feel like, oh God, I bet there is one on a boat. I feel like there's a place in Bermondsey that does it, which I just feel like is just so strange.
It's so Bermondsey though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking into it. We're doing that.
I bet there'll be one in Epping.
Oh, everything's in Epping. There is everything you ever want to imagine doing with your time off.
I want to go to that pool that's in a church. That's in Epping.
Yes, that looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I think you have to be a member of the golf club.
Oh, well then.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm not doing that either.
Sorry, we digress.
Yeah, a lot. Okay, I can't remember what happened in that other episode.
They go to the Bahamas. She's got her braids in.
We're not talking about that.
I like how they had to be like walked around, like everywhere they go on the resort, they have like multiple members of staff like escorting them.
Also, apparently, I looked it up. That resort is huge.
Bahama, yeah, it's enormous.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm 100% going. I don't know when.
It's like a big percentage of the land that is the Bahamas.
That is the Bahamas. Nice. And they go on the water. They do the water sports.
They go on the water
they?
slide. Some people don't. Alexia's wearing some weird, like cycling short bathing suit.
Yes, that was very peculiar.
So strange.
Everyone's upset. Not that Marisol's not there.
Yeah.
Larsa
looks like, having just criticised everybody in New Jersey, Larsa looks like she could do with a bit of a tan.
She does look a bit pale, doesn't she?
She does, and then she's often wearing like a pale bikini.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'd maybe have given that a bit of a spray tan.
I was going to start talking about when we see her going into like the pool at the pool party thing in the next episode when Marisol turns up, and she literally has not one dimple or stretch mark on that ass.
It's insane.
It's crazy. Like,
I don't understand.
If it's man-made or God-given, either way, you'd think something that grew to that size would have some kind of mark on it.
Well, or else, what is the process otherwise?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if they've shoved stuff in, surely it has to have stretched.
Yeah.
Because her ass was nowhere near that big.
No, but her whole body shape has changed, really,
it's
if you think
insane.
about it. Yeah.
She's unrecognisable.
I mean, she did have a bunch of kids.
Yeah, but
she'd had them before she was on Miami the first time, though, hadn't she?
Yeah, I just think, I mean, kudos. If you've made that ass, well done.
Yeah.
You can put that on your CV.
Yeah, I mean, it's a work of art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think Adriana's is getting up there, is it?
No. Adriana, I don't like Adriana at the minute.
It's not a good look, is it?
She's upset me.
I'm in the wheelchair.
Did the production put that squeaky noise in, or was that the actual wheelchair? Because I really hope it was production.
Yeah, me too.
They're having like a proper conversation in the hotel room, and then you just hear back to the hallway, and it's Junior pissing Adriana, and we're saying, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god almighty. And like, what? I mean, that whole, like, the idea that you could be hurt by fucking Gertie landing on you in some soft sand. Like,
I could have lost my foot.
I could have lost my foot.
She's so dramatic. So that was the argument that I saw.
This is why people leave you.
Oh, that's me.
It's not me. Can you imagine being with that? I'd be so exhausting.
Like, people leave you. You're a bitch.
You know I hate sick people. People who are like, being pathetic. I'm like, I just can't.
Yeah, I'm not that much different, to be fair. Like, if she was my friend, I wouldn't be checking on her. I wouldn't be going
No, I
pandering to
would,
her.
yeah. I
I'd
mean,
just
it
be
looks
like,
mean, but then you're like, but this is not the first time she's done this shit.
no, and also I'm in the Bahamas and I don't
Yeah.
have my family
Go
or
and sit on a
anything.
fucking lounger if you've hurt your foot.
And order drinks. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand how
it's
this
not a
is such a
problem.
it's not a
Absolutely fine.
hindrance. It is not a hindrance. Like,
Absolutely
seriously.
fine.
Oh, anyway. So yeah, we're just like randomly jumping between
Yeah, so we
everything
have
that's
several
happened.
dinners. We have the dinner where they talk about their porn search history.
Yes, that was epic.
Dr. Nicole, we didn't talk about how Dr. Nicole like threw her neck out giving head.
Yeah, that's how do you like
Well, maybe
that
she
was
was in a moving car.
that was a very vigorous blowjob.
Yeah, I think some people just have sensitive necks.
Or like an awkward position or something.
Yeah, I think it's an angle thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh.
It's all reasons I'm not giving head in a car. And then there's all the witchcraft.
Yeah, so Julia hands out all the stones that she bought.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like,
Out of good intention.
Good, yeah. Well, no, even like, okay, so Matt, can we talk about Marisol?
Oh.
So Marisol has put on weight, not really sure where. What else has happened to her to make her think she's had some hex put on her?
She's not felt the presence of her mother.
That was it. Yeah, okay. So.
And I think she's had a cold.
Oh, and a false positive for COVID.
Yeah. Can you get a false positive?
Apparently Marisol can. It's all the bloody alcohol in her system. The machine doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I definitely think that is maybe the answer, isn't it? Like, I can't, like, maybe before you turn to witchcraft, maybe look at some of your lifestyle choices.
Well, I mean, your body's shutting down because it needs nutrients.
You can't feel your mother or your fucking feet, I'd imagine.
Like, Miriam Cosby needs to have a talk with her about her diet. And we need to, like, clear some stuff up here, because when have you ever seen her eat?
No, she's on the Rinna diet. She doesn't eat.
She doesn't eat. Have you seen the picture of Rinna in London?
No, she's having a right fashion about, isn't she?
This might be the second coming of Rinna, and I'm not liking it.
No, I don't want her to be
successful. No, neither do I.
I just don't want her to be a big fashion icon. I've really been enjoying everyone wearing their vintage Vivienne Westwood though at fashion.
Oh, yes, that has been very nice. I love the funeral too. The outfits, the looks were good.
Yeah. People came.
Yeah, they did. They look good. I want to own a Vivienne Westwood coat. That's like my dream piece. Like, I want like a random outrageous Vivienne Westwood coat. And I'd be happy with that.
You'd be great in those, like, those ones that were like a parka that had like twisted, that had the like cord.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
You'd look great in those. So they have the Rage release
dinner. That was in the second episode.
Yeah.
And Kiki got up and copped a squat on the beach.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She
was really letting go. She was really getting into her primal state.
Got up and took a piss on the beach after getting up from the table to say that she was too classy for this argument.
She was too classy for that. Yeah. But she got into the rage.
She did. She screamed hard. She felt it.
Yeah. I don't know if I know what she was quite so. I didn't realise she was so mad.
Well, she was cheated on or something happened in her last relationship. But I mean, I didn't think it was that deep. I
liked seeing them all scream.
Yeah.
I like
try scream.
Yeah. And
they didn't really like give it.
No.
Much.
And Gertie was just like, she couldn't even pretend. She was like, my life is fine, I'm too happy. Doing a sort of slight maraca-y dance. Like, I'm fine.
Meanwhile, Lisa,
my life is good, I got strategies, I'm good.
Yeah, meanwhile, Lisa's like a complete mess and a shell of a person.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Adriana's making it all about her, about how I think, like, it's like with everything, I think there's some truth in what she's saying, isn't there? And I don't know. I think I would feel very self-conscious saying, You didn't invite me to a birthday party and you're better friends with her than you are with me. Like, as an adult, I think nobody has to be your friend.
No one even has to talk to you. Like,
Yeah, like if they're not your friends, like, okay, that's their choice.
but they were bridesmaids and she did so much for them as friends. Like, she didn't even tell Marisol that her boyfriend didn't love her.
That is friendship. If that's not friendship, I don't know what it is.
I don't understand why these other ladies don't get Adriana's like loyalty, die hard, like ride hard kind of mentality. 5 years ago, she didn't tell you. But I'm going to do it now.
Friend. Yeah, but I am going to tell you now on television.
With your declining uterus, as Candice would say. Or dwindling, or whatever. Yeah, that was... Yeah, Adriana showed her ass this episode multiple times.
Yeah.
I wasn't...
Look, is it?
No, not a fan. Not a fan.
I did like when... Was it Nicole was saying, like, to Marisol, like, you really think Julia is putting a curse on you? Like,
think about this.
Julia who rescues animals.
And then was it her? She's like the Megan King Edmonds, isn't she? Of like Miami. Like, she looks at the detail and like investigates. And she went out of her way to phone this shop to find out who they were. And then she's like, it's not even
a gift shop. It's crazy. I love the idea that you can be that like freaked out by that stuff. I find it really funny.
Marisol threw her over the balcony. Alexia looked devastated that she hadn't had that thought. She was just like, what have I been doing carrying this thing around with me? Oh my god.
Maybe it's just a stone.
Oh.
It's a stone in a little organza bag. It's all right. Nothing bad's gonna happen to you.
But like,
even if there's witchcraft, even if there is, which there isn't, but even if there is, have you seen people trying to do witchcraft? It seems like a lot of effort. I don't think you can just buy it in a gift shop.
There's a lot of ingredients, and a lot of rituals, isn't there?
There's like sacrifice and stuff. Like, it's not, nothing comes from just £5 crystal.
You need Garcelle's vagina crystal size.
Nice.
For it to be effective witchcraft, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remembered what you meant. I thought we were talking about like a goop moment there. I was like, what are we talking about?
No, we're talking about Garcelle's vagina crystal in her hallway.
Yeah, her like installation.
Her installation. Yeah, that's it. Installation.
I was gonna say artwork, and then I thought, no.
Yeah.
It's not quite the right word, is it?
It's an installation. Yeah, exactly. So what else happens in this episode of Miami?
They go on a boat.
I don't feel like anything else happens. Oh, they go on a boat and they play Adriana's song.
Yeah.
That was nice of them.
Which I can't remember.
Miami's hot.
Oh yeah, Miami's hot. Yeah. And they go to the private island.
Oh, which looked amazing.
Yeah. It's
I'd
nice.
like to
It's
be
a nice
there
setup, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't really understand why you leave Miami.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Like, to go to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
But okay.
I mean, it did look nicer than Miami.
It did look nicer than Miami. I suppose that it's just...
But they could just invest in Miami and make it nicer. But
wow, make Miami great again.
And then does it all fall apart? I don't know what's happening.
That's whenever they call her to task about her foot being ridiculous.
Oh God, being not fucking broken.
And then she turns around and says, accidents have consequences.
Yeah.
Just like with Frankie. Oh,
the mist descends.
So this was the argument that I was talking about before.
Yeah, but it wasn't on.
It wasn't on, no.
I don't know.
So what do you think is the appropriate response to that statement? Like, aside of who actually is going to respond and everything, what do you think is the appropriate response to that?
I think the appropriate response is what you should say is, please don't bring my son into this. It's a very sensitive topic for me. And while I understand what you're saying, it's a very clumsy analogy.
Okay.
A very clumsy comparison.
But what do you think is the acceptable thing to like? What do you think is like okay? Like, how would you react to this?
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like I'm dragging a bitch down the beach. Like I just.
I
but
think
the-
it's,
but
but
like,
I think it's not. It's almost like it's the best. It's the Marisol response though. That's what it should be. Someone else should go, oh no. Like outside of the situation, it's going to go, no, that's not.
Yeah,
that's not an appropriate thing.
but
to
I
say.
think it's not an appropriate thing to say. But I don't know if what she said garners the strongest reaction that I would want to give, that Alexia would want to give, that every mother would want to have. Like it's not actually
but it's like Teresa, isn't it? And the
G
like,
and the cocaine thing.
Yeah, it's like you haven't listened to the detail. You haven't.
Yeah, you say my kid and I'm done.
You've just said trigger word.
Yeah.
And it's.
Yeah, because I was like, I can't work out if I think Alexia's overreacting or if she's not. But I just feel like
she is overreacting, and I think that.
But it's appropriate.
I understand why. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because it's not more. What she's saying isn't untrue, is it? Actions happen, actions have consequences, but it's a very clumsy.
And also as
comparison,
well,
isn't it? You know you're doing that to hit someone where it hurts.
And your foot's not even broken.
No, yeah.
It's not even a bad sprain. I say it's
nothing has happened to your foot.
No.
You walk around in fucking heels all the time. You'll do more damage to your fucking feet doing that.
Yeah.
Than 6 stone Gurdy landed on you on some soft ass sand.
6 stone. I don't even know if she weighs 6 stone, to be fair. And how prudish were they all when Kiki took her top off on a private island? God. They must struggle when they come to Europe.
Covers in her bikini.
Yeah, genius.
That is prudish.
But it's genius though.
Mate, everyone has nipples. Literally everyone has nipples.
I know, but it is. I mean, they must struggle when they come to Europe because I genuinely don't wear a bikini top. Like as soon as I land, it's like my clothes fall off. Like I can't help myself.
I'm like in a burqa, aren't I? But that's it's not a prudish thing.
No, but like
naked under it.
But you know what I mean? Like every beach in Europe, I don't.
Yeah,
unless it specifically says.
Well, now it's happening, isn't it? There's loads. There's beaches now in Italy that say you can't wear a bikini.
Why?
Because they want people to be covered up.
Oh my god, what happens? Like, no, this is not
you get fined.
These are not the countries I like to frequent.
I know, but it's because the crazy right-wing bullshit lunatics are coming in everywhere, aren't they? Women should be covered. Men, obviously, any men walk around like in a fucking budgie smuggler, but yeah.
Wow.
This shit won't roll in France. That's all right.
Okay, I'll still be able to get the titties out in France. Well, that's good. That's good.
I mean, it's not like you can be like, oh, it's unchristian. Jesus got his tits out all the time. All them paintings of him up on that cross.
Oh my god. Oh, we had a Stations of the Cross conversation in my household this recently. Oh,
you're getting in early. It's not even Lent yet,
mate. It wasn't me. I was asked a question. I was asked if it was brutal how they killed Jesus, and I said, "Well, yeah, pretty brutal." Yeah. And then I was like, "Why? Why do you think it's brutal?" And his response was, "Well, they've shoved nails in his hands and his feet, so it's like." No matter how we tried to move, it was going to hurt.
You thought it through. Anyway, back to Miami.
I don't. There's nothing else. I can't think of anything else.
I don't think anything else happened. Lisa goes home. She's sad.
Yes.
That's the tagline of the season, isn't it? Lisa's sad.
Lisa's sad and Lenny's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Does anything else happen?
I don't think so. Nothing like
There's some
Major.
good outfits. There's some good looks. There's some good bikinis.
But the
There's
women
some
in Miami know how.
complicated bikinis.
Yeah, the women in Miami know how to dress, though, don't they? Like they dress
Yeah.
well for their body shapes, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like stuff like that.
They've got like a consistent temperature range, though. It's easier.
Yeah, it's easier. You're right. You're absolutely right. I hate them.
I wouldn't like. Can you imagine they're having to wear a wig in that heat?
Oh yeah, that would be a lot, actually. Yeah.
And all of them have like a lot of hair to be getting like, because they do actually go in the water and stuff.
They do, yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. They spend a lot of money in glam.
Yeah.
Clearly.
It's only like Nicole and like who like has not pounds and pounds of hair. Maybe
Yeah,
Julia.
she's got manageable hair.
Well, she's
Yeah, I
got
would
her
say-
job, hasn't she? Where she has to like cover up and like be clean and things.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to add complexities to like that
No.
already.
They did briefly turn to her when Adriana hurt her foot and be like, she was like, no, I'm an anesthesiologist. This is not my deal.
I could put her to sleep when they have the operation.
It's absolutely fine. I
Yeah.
remembered something else that I thought about in New Jersey.
Oh, what?
Well, they talked about, Joe talked about how his dad was a shoemaker.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, we've been told this before. This isn't new. When Rosie and Jackie were not Jackie, what's the other one? Rosie and her sister. What, the Wakilis?
Fuck, what is she called? Yeah.
Her, because it was her sister, her mum that was Teresa's and Joe's dad's sister.
Yeah.
And she brought up about the shoe shop or the shoemaking thing. That's why they fell out. Because the husbands were in business together and they owed something money. So I remember it coming up about
I
that.
would like to see more of that. I think shoemaking is a real interesting art.
It's incredible.
Bonkers.
Yeah,
I think people who, if you can make shoes, that is a level.
Yeah. I mean, if I could patch up a hole in my kid's knee, then I'm winning. So that's where I am.
Shoes is like way more difficult. It's that combination of like precision and strength. I think that's what's impressive. I do think maybe that's, then he knew his way around the kitchen, didn't he? Maybe
Yeah.
That big octopus. I feel like that's all related.
Yeah.
If you can cook an octopus, I'm not surprised you can make a shoe. It's a Venn diagram.
There's only one person in it.
It's just old Italian men.
That's it. Italians do make the best shoes, some would argue.
Yeah. They don't make a bad shoe. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, anything else?
Nothing else. I'm sure more stuff happened in Miami, but I can't remember any of it.
No, neither can I. All right, cool. So we'll catch up again on Friday, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see what happened in Potomac, and then then we'll have more New Jersey and more Miami.
Miami, yeah, hopefully.
Perfect. Okay,
Unless
well,
they tell us halfway through the week that they're not showing anything.
Oh, the apps just doesn't work for either of us, which is all chances, isn't it?
All fun and games.
Right.
All right, I'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.